everybody, welcome back. If so, to another market update video here at Benefit Central. I'm Benjamin, and today Bitcoin and the S&P charts. Before I get right into the market, please leave a like, drop a comment, and if you could subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. Everybody, as you can tell, for the markets right now, we are continuing to rally past our 4188. It is a bit different than the last time, as the last time we attempted to breach this, we ended up falling back all the way down to 3600. And then forming our triple bottom, we ended up breaking past all resistance, forming that bullish cross, as well as facing our 200 EMA here soon because of our breach Acorn and Bull 180 through our 4188, and then now leading us to our prices around 4254, continuation of this break. Honestly, didn't expect such a rally, but we are continuing to rally, so it is pretty good right now. But as of right now, TP, realistically, I wouldn't get too excited. I would say TP is around 4,300. And honestly, if it doesn't reach that by the next daily, like before today closes, the next daily will touch it, but this will get closer. So it wouldn't be 4,300 exactly. Might be a little below it, like maybe 42. It'd still technically be 4,300. However, I do anticipate that we'll touch our 200 EMA and possibly break below it again. Probably sandwiching us probably between the 4188, either breaking us back down bearish, or us having enough support on this 4188 now that we broke it and breached, and then finding support here, and then eventually getting above the 200 EMA, as well as all our other indicators, and then that leading us into this almost teacup and handle, almost bowl effect that we rounded that bottom out, and are ready to continue towards upward momentum for the markets. That's all America needed to do, was just redefine recession, and then everybody was okay with the markets going back up. But other than that, we're going to jump into Ethereum first, just because it is leading the crypto markets, and I'll show you why. But as of right now, looking at Ethereum, you can tell that after breaching everything we have breached, we formed this almost bear 180 and almost RBI formation. A buy-in would have been 1800, obviously, and then you would have been solid all the way to 1950. But other than that, realistically, we did jump in and out of 1700 into 1750, into 1800, into 1850, into 1900. The reason I took so many profits on the way, and you see it like this, is just because it's half in holes, and I did not trust the volume that was going in and out of the markets at the time. I just didn't have a lot of confidence with what was going on, who was trading it, the way the wicks were going. I mean, it looks beautiful right now, but during when the candles were being made, it just wasn't as fun. I mean, we came out profitable and actually just zero losing trades, which was phenomenal. But honestly, we did just try to make it. If we would have held all the way from here, I mean, we did make money, but if we would have held all the way from here, we would have made off that one swing. That would have been better. Just because on the way up you would have added more, or at least I would have. But other than that, realistically, we are continuing towards our 200 EMA, which is around the 2000 level, 2250. That's going to be the top of our channel of a consolidation. Realistically, our price is around 2140, maybe just a bit higher, just because that's the top wick of our last consolidation range area from our 2140 to, I believe, our 1800, or if it was 17, I believe it was 1750, yeah, 1750 between our 2100. But honestly, that is where Ethereum has not stopped trending and consolidating on the overbought, with a perfect V recovery right there. But other than that, realistically, that does not want to stop. That's the first time I've seen it reject off of something. And that's 1950 right there. It tried to reject off of 1850, and then it closed right at it. So interesting to see where we will close today. I am looking for another long as well. So I know I do have to be careful with that, just because of how extremely overwhelmed we are. But with the way momentum is going, it seems like it wants to continue up, or at least past our last consolidation zone. Maybe consolidate a bit more up here. But looking in on the weekly, just real quick, just to show you guys. We are finally getting this pivot formation that I liked, as well as our RIT indicators popping in around 2000. So once again, I told you TP would have been 2000 no matter what. Weekly is looking phenomenal on reaching its goals towards 2000. I'm almost certain that we will reach 2000, if not today, tomorrow, or within the week, or within the next week, honestly. And every single time we've had a fall like this before, CPI data and all of that, and everything that's been going on with the inflation, we've seen us rally bullish for 2 weeks. So I mean, technically, if you're looking at this, we could get this one and then another one above our not 200, but yeah, technically it's above our 200, but above our red indicator here, and that would indicate that we are trying to flip bullish even further, maybe even bringing us back to 4,700 eventually. But looking at on the monthly, it's not too much of a big difference, although that we are getting this bull 180 finally past this full bear that we ended up having towards the bottom of the market. Technically, that could have been a bottom, everybody. We could have realistically just seen our bottom and everybody was terrified. We did have that head and shoulders. Head and shoulders looks like it completed, and honestly, it's continuing its formation now. So I'm not really too worried with where the cryptos are going to head, unless this monthly and these weeklies end up closing bearish or end up closing short of where they need to be. But other than that, realistically, I have a lot of confidence in what the market is doing right now and how it is continuing to rally up. I know that's a bit early to say, but just because technically it happened just yesterday, but since it did happen yesterday and that was our outcome of the break and it wasn't towards the downside, our break was towards the upside and is continuing ruthlessly, I do believe that we are ready to recover from this fall that we've had. So I will be attempting to long 2,000 once we see, enough confirmation and enough ease at it. I will end up longing 2,000 with anticipation that we end up recovering fully. I will realistically end up taking TPs, obviously halves or wholes, but I most likely won't take too much from the 2,000 one, just because that is a good price tag. Anything below 2,000 for Ethereum, honestly, is phenomenal. But other than that, just to show you guys the number 2 now, I believe, and it's going to be Bitcoin here. You can see our head and shoulders actually led us a bit lower than last time. Honestly, this could have been a complete head and shoulders right here, and then this could have just been news where we ended up falling and continuing further. Almost a stretched out shoulder here. It could have been a shoulder here or a shoulder here. Realistically, it just depends on the data makers, the chart makers. But realistically, looking at this cross right here on the daily and this bull 180, almost RBI-ish, right here, pushing and completion right here, pushing to that 25 level. Gosh, it's trying to get up there. But we are facing a bit of resistance here. I will put it already past 24,500, so I mean it's 25,000 next. And that's what we're kind of tapping on right now. A breach of this, though, realistically, and a close above this is going to send us to 30,000 for Bitcoin, at least the top of this channel, until this 200 EMA does want to come back down. But do remember, we still are in this descending channel. I'm not giving up on this descending channel. There is the 200 EMA that we have respected several times of falling since, I believe that this was, I don't have that open. Yeah, no, this was March. So, the last time we consolidated and dropped like that was March, before we could get out of this, and we respected the 200 EMA. However, we were oversold, looking almost overbought now. So I mean, depending on how and where we go, we could end up, coming back down into this and then eventually breaking bullish. It realistically just depends on how this wants to close. So do keep a close eye on Bitcoin. However, I am extremely bullish on Bitcoin as of right now. Looking in on the weekly, we are getting that RBI. Amazing, perfect RBI, honestly, for the weekly. Like I said, coming in amazing, phenomenal, honestly, with pricing. And as long as we can continue to get a close for Bitcoin, this honestly will look perfect for us. But however, looking into the daily, just to show you guys, it's that same formation right now, picking off of that 25,000 level. Looking in on that monthly, though, you can see that we haven't gotten that bull 180 just yet. However, we are continuing this trend to try to get to 30,000. So everything is looking, fairly bullish. Maybe we might need one more month before we can actually break out of this. But other than that, realistically, if we go take a look at the XRP, just so you guys can know where we're at, we attempted to get that bull 180. Didn't get the bull 180. Almost looks like a GBI here. Looks like we could head down. Looking at the weekly, it looks like we're curving down. However, we have this RBI formation that is right there. And then for the daily, we do have our bull 180 attempting to do this. However, in 2 candles, not in 1. We do have our bullish cross as well. So just keeping a close eye on XRP. It's Hasn't caught my eye too much yet, but I am getting a little worried about it because we have seen crazy pumps before. So I am anticipating, since we are at these levels once again, that we will see maybe once again another pump like this. So do just keep your eyes close on these markets, everybody. You do not know how they are going to react. No one knows how these are going to react. The best you can do is learn to predict events, trends, cycles, patterns. There's just certain things that help you predict it more. But no one knows for sure where the market is going. You can only create so many catalysts that help you to predict where the market is going. I have an RSI, go off indicators, go off patterns, cycles, events. There's so many things that can impact the stock and its price movement. Today, anybody could say something stupid about the crypto market, and it would pause us, and it would create some consolidation or even a dump from where we are because we're overbought. So realistically, you just have to be careful on what is going on. Crypto markets are being invaded by the feds, Coinbase, etc., all the brokerages and apps. So realistically, just be careful with your crypto, be careful investing. We are in some interesting times right now, so please just keep a close eye on everything you're doing with your money. The whole job of being independent is to protect your assets. That is your job now. You no longer work for anybody, you work for yourself. You have to protect your assets that are basically helping you live. So you just need to protect them and create a list of rules to protect them. If something isn't doing right, don't question it. If it's doing A, do A. If it's doing B, do B. Otherwise, don't do anything at all, because now you are risking your assets for no reason. That's why you see me get in trades. That's why you see me talk about trades. And sometimes I won't get in them because I personally don't have enough confidence to risk my assets on this trade. If I do have enough confidence to risk my assets on a trade, that means I am more confident with my trade. It's very simple. But other than that, everybody, it was just another quick market update video for you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.